We've been getting a ton of questions lately on how to use a foot switch with an audio mixer. So we put this video together as a complete guide. We're going to talk about what a foot switch does on an audio mixer, when you'd want to use it, when you maybe don't need to use it, and then we'll show you how to set up and connect everything properly to get the best results possible. Now, first things first, if you are wondering about the equipment in this video, right now you're listening to the Neat King Bee 2. This is connected to a Rodecaster Pro off camera, and that's how you're hearing this right now. In front of me is a closed sound system here. We have the Shure SM58 connected to the Yamaha MG10XU, connected to the Yamaha HS5 speaker. In this video, we are using the Hosa FSC384 single button foot switch. This is how we're going to interact with the audio mixer when we connect and set everything up. If you are looking for pricing or specs for anything that you see in this video, we do have links down in the description below where you can find everything you see here from a variety of online retailers to make sure that you are getting the best price possible. Now, what does a foot switch do on your audio mixer? A foot switch is a way of remotely turning on and off the effects engine that's built into your audio mixer. So when would you want to use this? Personally, I think there's two decent examples on when you'd want to use this. If you're a singer-songwriter and you're performing in a small venue, you're using a small mixer like this, and you happen to like reverb on your vocal, adding a foot switch is a really good way to turn that effects on and off. When you're singing, you want to hear that reverb on your vocal, but when you're talking or interacting with the audience, you obviously don't want reverb on your vocal mic. So then you can kick the foot switch, turn it off, and then interact with the audience, kick the foot switch, turn it back on. Your hands are probably busy or your audio mixer might be just out of reach. So this is a good way for you to control the effects on and off. Another good example is if you're into live streaming and you have some vocal effects on. Again, your hands might be busy, whether you're playing games or doing other things, but being able to kick the foot switch on or off to turn your effects on or off is a really good way to do it. It's really convenient. It's a lot faster than taking your hands away from what you're doing to mute or unmute the effects on the audio mixer. Now, I don't think that a foot switch is necessary if you have a dedicated person running your sound. If I'm running sound, it's faster just to use the knobs or click the effects return on or off rather than using a foot switch or trying to keep track of a foot switch under the desk or under the table that you're set up at. So if you do have a dedicated person running your sound, I don't think you need a foot switch. So how do you know if your audio mixer has a foot switch capability on it? You can usually look around near the outputs of your audio mixer and there'll be a 1/4 inch jack. It's always 1/4 inch if you have an external foot switch, and it'll say foot switch above that jack. Below that, it'll typically say what it's for. It'll always say effects on or off. Now, typically this will always be a single button foot switch. If you are using a 2-button foot switch with your audio mixer, then just use the first button on your foot switch. For this video, we're using the Hosa foot switch here. But generally speaking, any generic single button foot switch will work with your audio mixer. All you're doing is sending a signal to toggle on or off. It doesn't really matter. You can mix and match brands all the time. All the foot switches generally do the same thing. Now, the foot switch that I'm using here today does not have a cable attached to it. This is an important point. If you have a foot switch like this and you're using your own 1/4 inch cable, just know that there is a difference between what you need for a single button and a double button foot switch. If you're using a double button foot switch, you need to have a TRS cable where it has a tip, a ring, and a sleeve. If you have a single button foot switch like I'm using today, you can get away with a less expensive TS 1/4 inch cable, otherwise known as a guitar cable, to connect your foot switch to your audio mixer. So like I just mentioned, I have a 1/4 inch TS cable, otherwise known as a guitar cable. I'm going to connect this to my foot switch, and then I'm going to connect it to my audio mixer so we can test out the foot switch with the audio mixer. So on the back of the foot switch here, I'm going to connect this cable. Then the other end of this cable, I'm going to come up to this foot switch on-off jack for the effects. I'm going to connect that there. Now let's take a quick look at the audio mixer here. I'm going to pick up this microphone. You can hear the microphone coming through the sound system as normal. Now, when we look over at our main effects send here, you can see that it's turned all the way up and it's flashing there. That means that it's acknowledged the foot switch. If it's not flashing, don't sweat. You can turn it off or on either way. The foot switch will eventually engage with it if you have it all connected properly. So now I'm going to turn up the effects send on this channel. You can hear that there's more reverb in my voice now. Now I'm going to hit the foot switch. On the Yamaha MG10XU, you need to hit the foot switch twice for some reason. I don't know why, it's just what you have to do. So click it once, then twice, and now it's turned off. And to turn the effects back on, you click it twice again. Once, and then twice, and now it's back on. Click it once and twice, and now it's back off. So I don't know why you had to click it twice, but that might just be built into this audio mixer. If you have any questions with this setup, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Again, if you are looking for pricing or specs, or if you're looking for a recommendation on a foot switch, we have some links down in the description below. And if you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.